It's Sunday night in the NFL, and we're coming to you from under the lights as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. It's pouring rain here, Phil, as we approach kickoff.
When you see this kind of rain, Jim, it's about the field. How will it hold up? If it keeps raining like this, it's going to be a huge factor in today's outcome.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Smith with the handoff. Charles takes the hit and is brought down. And now we'll look at the Chiefs' offense. And boy, are they difficult to get to the sideline, as this team knows how, better than anyone in the league, knows how to convert on third down. That's second down coming up. Charles, the lone setback this time. And it's batted down. And now, here's the Raiders' defense stacks up. It is a group that has forced so many turnovers, the team overall is fourth in the league in turnover differential. Third and 5. Osbury able to a foot race to the end zone. The 20, the 10, touchdown. And with that touchdown, they've grabbed the lead here early in the first.
Boy, it's always nice to jump out to lead the football game. It just takes pressure off of you. And what it does, it puts the pressure on the other team. A good spot after scoring that touchdown.
Add the extra point. The kick is good. And he'll start his return. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Raiders will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play. First down.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Gets it out for the completion. That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4. Handoff. Now makes the move to the right. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. The Raiders line up. Split backfield. This play will hold up. He's inbounds.
What can a defensive back do in a situation like this? The answer is nothing. How about the throw right on target by the quarterback and a good route on that out route by the receiver?
2nd down coming up.
Zebra! 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 All right, here we go. Wide and yes.
Here's the handoff and no running. Weatherspoons all over the ball carrier.
The Chiefs defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
3rd down on the way.
Here we go. Hold on, baby. Alert! Alert! Hold on, baby. Alert! Alert!
Carr's got it in the gun. Got drilled as he throws it. A nice stop by the defense here in the early going, and now they'll have to kick the football away.
Yeah, good job by the defense. Now, you know, they did their job. Now it's time for this offense to pick it up, take some chances, and start moving this defense around and be more creative.
And this will end up in the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out. They got it done.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. First down at the 20. Catch made near the sideline. That's another reception, giving him 2.
Under.
First down at the 35. Going for the deep ball. The ball is taken out of his hands.
Boy, it's tough when you're a quarterback or a coach and you see a receiver drop a pass, because we know it's hard to design plays that work. It's hard to get open in the NFL, but don't get down. The game is not perfect. Find a way to get the football back to that guy so he can make the catch and get going again.
It's now 2nd down.
Under.
Alex Smith will take it right from the center. David Osbury with the grab. Brought down at the 29.
Well, they call this route a lot of things. They call it a go route, a 9 route, or a fly route. And all of them mean the same thing. Run as fast as you can, get behind the defense.
Now inside the 30 at the 29. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Harris has got it. Screen play. the 31. Here we go. Second down and 12. Khalil Mack takes down the quarterback.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
The Chiefs now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. The Chiefs come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands. Going for it on fourth down. Press coverage all the way. The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Chiefs take it from the 38. Heaving it down the field. The Chiefs turn the ball over on downs.
The Chiefs decided to go for it on fourth down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
The Raiders stalled on their last drive, forced a punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around, making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. First down at the 38. The catch is made. Taken down at the 45.
The Raiders coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's second and short.
The Raiders elect to take a timeout here before the second down snap.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Carr's back in shotgun formation. The defense gets a sack.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
It'll be third down. The Raiders at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Third and 11. Almost intercepted. They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly, and this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time, and the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
Coverage team won't get a chance this time as it bounces into the end zone. playing press coverage to the outside. Quarters formation here for the defense. First down at the 20. Down the field. Second down after the incompletion. Charles is lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Catch made. Gains about 3.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
The completion sets them up now for 3rd and 7. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Alex Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. And after only 3 plays, that incompletion brings us to 4th down. They're set to punt it away now. There to make the tackle, and a run back of about 3. The Raiders head back out now for this next series. Their offense hasn't accomplished very much so far, but then again, the defenses on both sides have actually been the star of this show.
So far, the defenses are dominating the play in this game. There's no question about that, Jim, but I would think the offense, they go over the sideline, they talk about what they've seen so far from the defense, and now you change your plan on the offensive side. They should have success in this drive. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. The Raiders will attempt to carry over that momentum after that huge play before the end of the first. Only 10 yards to go to the end zone.
Zebra, red 18, red 18.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And that's a gain of 9.
Well, that last play almost got him in here. And when you look at this, what do they do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
Second and goal at the 1. Tackles made.
Can the defense come up big in a situation like this? They got a 7-point lead. I think you need to be aggressive. Attack this offense. Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out. This could be a blitz.
3rd and goal from the 1. And now here's the toss. And he's in for the touchdown. Still early in the second quarter. They've tied it up with that touchdown.
Really good job, Jim, by the offense, finding a way to tie this score up. And now they can put the pressure on the defense to go out there and give them that football once again in good position.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. Makes the catch at the 7. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Chiefs offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
The Chiefs have it at the 24. Irvin's able to read that play and make the hit.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The Raiders defense now is going to go nickel. The Chiefs take it from the 23. Osbury able to make the catch. Picks up 8 here. That's his 4th catch of the day. The Chiefs are tied up right now, and part of what's been working for them is the passing game. Smith's really been stepping up so far.
The passing game is keeping them in the game. There's no doubt about it. And listen, the league has changed so many rules to help the receivers and the quarterback, and these guys are taking advantage of it.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. First down at the 37. And it's knocked down.
Nice job that time by the defensive player. He is all over the receiver in this man-to-man coverage, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
Second down now. Chiefs get a first down.
Well, if you want to exploit cover 3, then you better be ready to throw the football to the sidelines. Well, my man is not afraid, and that was a good throw.
Coming to the line of scrimmage right at midfield. Smith's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Intercepted. Bill, how about the timeliness of this interception midway through the second quarter?
Jim, anytime you make an interception on the defensive side, that's a good time. No question. A good time for the defense, the football team. Now we'll see if the offense can take advantage of that.
The Raiders head to the line. Second quarter of a tie game. The score's 7-7. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. First down at the 37. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. Cooper's there that time for the tackle. Carr's going to take it from the gun. And it's swatted away.
That was excellent man-to-man coverage that time. When you want to shut down a receiver, really the only way to do it is to man up and play him one-on-one.
On the way, third down. The Raiders will line up. First down markers right at the 47-yard line. The Raiders from the 37. He's drilled as he throws. This game has the feel of one of those old 10-7, 6-3 sort of slugfest from back in the 50s or 60s, as both of these defenses, Phil, have imposed their will here in the first half.
You are right. That is the feel it has, and I like the way it's feeling. It's fun to watch this, isn't it? I think even you are kind of excited to see something different and fun to watch so far.
And a run back of about 4. The Chiefs have to still be thinking about that last possession. They were actually moving down the field. And then, of course, the untimely interception ended things.
Yeah, the defense, look, they got good players. And, you know, you give them enough chances, they're finally going to make the play. You have to be careful with the football. The offense was not, and that's why it resulted in an interception.
What do you think they're talking about in that huddle after that drive-killing interception?
They're probably telling the quarterback, if you do that again, we're going to kick you out. I don't know, but they got to play better.
Jamal Charles carries the football. Second down here after that run play. Charles, the lone setback this time. Handoff made. That's a gain of 6. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. And after that penalty, it's now second down and 16. Quarters formation here for the defense. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Players for both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense. With the penalty, it's now second down and 11. Smith standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Very nearly intercepted.
When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
This is third down. The Chiefs will line up the first down markers right at the 39-yard line. And he's going to be dumped. And that's a 3-and-out. We're midway through the second, and this game is turning into a classic old-school defensive showdown.
Yeah, it sure is. How about the coaches on both sides? Are they sitting over there shocked that the fact that this might turn into a defensive battle? We know it's always about high scoring, going for it. This is fun to watch, to see something a little different.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning. All set to punt here. We'll see what he can do here. Gains 16.
The Raiders know there's 3 parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
Carr comes out in the pistol. The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. That's a gain of 6.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Coming up, second down. The Raiders at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Carr's got it in the gun. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
When you see this cover 2 defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time.
Third down now.
They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense. King is back now. He'll be punting. Set up return. Here he goes. That return's good for about 6. The Chiefs got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So
it's intercepted. It's wide open. A late second-quarter interception could certainly change the tenor of this game, Phil, as we head near halftime.
Oh, it really can. I'll tell you, the game, it's tied, all that. You're thinking the worst that's going to happen to us. We're going to go in at halftime tied, and now all of a sudden, if this offense can take advantage of this opportunity, that will change everything going inside.
1st and 10, and the immediate handoff to the fullback. Stepping up to the line at the 5. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. And there's a drop.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, he can make a big play.
Toss to the outside. Oakland Raiders, touchdown. That's his 2nd touchdown today.
Well, I hope you didn't blink your eyes. If you did, you'd have missed that touchdown by the offense. They just marched down the field, no resistance by the defense, and they get the easy touchdown.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. He'll take it from before. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Chiefs offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Gets about 9 on the play. Following that completion, 2nd and short.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Smith's completion percentage, 50% on the day. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley is ready to take things over back in our studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the second half is underway between these old rivals. He's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Raiders come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Second down. The Raiders lined up, bunch formation. The Chiefs will use a timeout here early in the second half. There's some shifting around in the backfield. Second down and 10. Has his target. Muscles through the defender. That's his first reception today.
Well, the defense, they give them the first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
Carr's completion percentage, 50% on the day. First down here. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Carr's back in shotgun formation. He's got the catch. That's a gain of 6.
Well, it was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
That short pass play picked up 6. It's now second down and 4.
Zebra! Zebra! And we go rally! Rally! Wide and yank! Wide and yank! Hold on, baby! Alert!
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 45. He'll throw it over the middle. Reaches out and grabs it.
A lot of people talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's overblown, but in a situation like this, where you're winning a close game in the second half, you want to control the tempo, control the clock, keep getting those first downs.
They come to the line at the 28. This play set up by the long gainer. Carr's gonna scramble. With the contact, the ball comes out.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Set up now at the 28-yard line.
Hold on, baby. Alert! Alert! And we go rally! Rally! Red 18! Red 18!
Second and 10. The give out of the eye. Following the run, it's now 3rd and 7. The Raiders need to get to the 18 to extend this drive. Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun. The Raiders now move the chains. That's reception number 4 for him.
Well, when you talk about throwing these sideline routes or the out route, it is about timing. When that receiver makes that break to go towards the sideline, that football has to be in the air. Nice throw and catch that time. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Unable to bring it in.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
All set up now at the 16. The Raiders come to the line with a bunch set. Tight end in motion. The Raiders call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. The line of scrimmage is the 16. Carr comes out in the pistol. Second down and 10. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. You make a quick break on the football. Hey, you'll get in a position like this and you can knock it down.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Third down and 10. Carr's taking off. Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown. And that touchdown puts them in the driver's seat. Early stages of the second half.
You know, somewhere along the line, you got to take a stand and you just got to say, I've had enough. And on the defensive side, they didn't do that in that drive. So maybe they could come out on the offensive side, find a way to score some points and get back into this game.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. They'll take it at the 20. The Chiefs talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Jamal Charles is in the backfield. Second and 10. He has the grab.
When you pick up first downs against the defense, they will get tired. That time, nice job by the offense getting the first down, even though they're losing here in the game.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. First down and 10. And they'll give it to Jamal Charles. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Smith's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap. He'll take the snap from the gun. And he's thrown to the ground.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker. And we saw it that time on display.
So they get to the quarterback on that last play. Third down coming up. Alex Smith from the gun. Under fire all day.
Well, you just get tired of sending 3 or 4 players at the quarterback in passing situations. So this time the defensive coordinator sends the blitz, and they are up for it. They get to the QB and get a sack.
He's got a chance to return this one. Carter's there to take him down. And a run back of about 12. The Raiders have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the third quarter.
And they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play and just being more physical than the defense. Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
First down at the 45. And that'll probably go as a drop.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
That leads us to second down.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Witherspoon gets to the quarterback.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
The Chiefs set at the line. Dime package. Stands in the pocket. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
The Raiders put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
It'll be a touchback. The Chiefs didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but, man, that was pretty easy.
Press coverage all the way. They're going back up top. That's a ball that should have been caught.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Second down following that incompletion. The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense. Throws the pass. Ball is out, and the defense has it. Macklin's in on the tackle.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You've got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
First down at the 42. Looking for some daylight up the middle. Second and 4 coming up. Carr set in the pistol. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. The give. Trying to find an opening to the right. And that's a gain of 9. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Here's the football resting at the 43. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Charging ahead. Gets about 9 on the play.
Well, the drag route that time picked up solid yards. These receivers, sometimes they get a little nervous running these drag routes or these short crossers because they are afraid a defender's going to come out of nowhere and hit them. That's the quarterback's job. See in front of the receiver, lead the guy to the open space.
Carr's completion percentage, 50% on the day. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. Set up now at the 26. The Chiefs defense packs it in now, going with the 46. The final quarter underway now with this snap. For a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
That was a really big hit on that receiver. I promise you, that receiver never thought that guy could hit that hard.
2nd and 10 coming up. They send the tight end in motion. The Raiders snap it at the 26. And he gains maybe 3. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Chiefs lined up in the nickel.
All right, here we go.
3rd and 7. Ball was out, and the recovery is made by the defense. It's an illegal block in the back, and they now will be backed up some yardage.
Yes, always remember as a blocker, you need to get your head in front of the defender, and you got to get your front shoulder in front also to make it legal.
First down with their backs to their own end zone. Smith takes it from the gun, finds his mark, and that gains a few.
Jim, here in the 4th quarter, when you're down, what you want to do is just keep that football moving. That time it's a short throw. He gets a completion. Good job.
Second and 7 on the way. Smith's going to take it from the gun. David Osbury with the grab. On his way. And he is tackled at the 44. 6th catch today so far. Coming to the line at the 44. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Makes the reception.
The defense, they have a lead here in the 4th quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
Smith now completed 4 in a row. The 37 is the line of scrimmage. Smith standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And the reception by Charles. Charles takes the hit and is brought down after a play that went for about 9.
look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Playing press coverage to the outside. Second down and 10. Going to be a penalty here. They'll decline the penalty and let the play stand.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Catch made.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. And now he'll surge ahead. Touchdown, and this game just got a whole lot more interesting.
That was a nice job by the quarterback. He read the defense. He realized there was a little weakness in one spot. He goes there and gets the touchdown on the quarterback sneak.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Raiders are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
First down at the 20. They'll run it off the toss. They have this one covered up, and it's going to set them back for a loss.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it. Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Here we go. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert.
Second and 11. Scanning the field. And he hauls it in. That's 5 receptions on the day. It's third down coming up. The Chiefs defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
The Raiders take it from the 23. Looking at every option. Has his man.
Well, the dink and dunk quarterbacks, they love to see cover 3 because they know they're going to drop back and just throw the short passes underneath. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of this defense.
Raiders take it from the 43. Outside now on the toss. And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground. set up now at the 36. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. To the ground. Hooper's in on the tackle.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The defense needs a big stop here in order to give the offense a chance as we're running low on time in this one. They're going to get him here for a sack.
When you're a corner, you can take some chances when you know your defense can sack the quarterback without blitzing. Good job that time by the defensive front.
Now looking at third down.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes to go in the second half. Third down after the sack.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Carr's got it in the gun. Looking across the middle. Intercepted. What were they thinking there, throwing the football with the lead in the late stages?
Well, I'll just say this. I'll be kind because the papers, the fans, and everybody else, they're not going to be, but that was a decision that was, in my opinion, just a little too aggressive.
First down. Pressure on every snap now. Defense lining up here late in this one, trying to hold on to the lead. First down at the 26. Surveys. He's got the catch. Touchdown, Chiefs. He's caught his 7th touchdown pass of the season.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
An extra point is good. The Chiefs getting set to kick it away. And the fair catch is made. The Raiders just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Going to take it the distance. The 20, the 10, and in for the touchdown. What an amazing turn of events here, and you just can't let this beat you, but they do. A long run for a touchdown in the last 2 minutes.
You should never give up a long run in a situation like this. If you're alert, you're hustling, you chase the football, this won't happen. This will be tough for the team to watch on film.
He'll have a chance to take off. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their 2 previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
Pass is intercepted. Got a big lane. Smith has got to be hanging his head after that series. Here he was attempting the last gasp heroics, trying to take him down to win the game. Instead, he throws the interception.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you cannot be afraid to fail. And that's how he acted on the field that time. He was aggressive in his decisions. He was trying to win the game, and it just didn't work out. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Carr's back in shotgun formation. On the money. Then picks up about 3.
The Chiefs defense, they really understand situational football. They know they're in the red zone. You can't give up plays. That time they give up the completion, but they rally to the football and keep the play to no gain.
The Raiders are coming off a very competitive game last time out, a game in which they won, and today they're right back. Touchdown, Oakland Raiders. That's his 5th receiving touchdown this year. The Raiders now will tack on the extra point. Extra point was good. The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. Runs up to grab it at the 4. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Chiefs offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. The Chiefs have it at the 24. Macklin makes the grab.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job. Quarterback was not alert that time. The corner comes on the blitz, gets to the quarterback, and takes him down.
The Chiefs take it from the 38. He's sacked again.
Jim, I got to take the offensive coordinator to task here. You know, sometimes when you can't protect the quarterback, keep some extra people in to help. They don't do it, and the defense gets another sack.
Can they overcome the sack? 3rd down on the way. Smith's lining up in the pistol. Well, this is another win today, and things are starting to get interesting with this undefeated streak.
Boy, it really is. You know what? Anytime in the NFL, once you get past 6 games and you're undefeated, what happens? Everybody goes, what do you think? Can they go the whole season? I don't know about that, but right now they're playing very, very well.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.